Hello students, we have started topic rotational dynamics. Today we see applications of uniform circular motion. First application is the vehicle along a horizontal circular track. Means a vehicle moving along a horizontal curved path or a road. Suppose this is a curved road. Its surface is horizontal. Okay, curved path. Suppose a vehicle or a car is moving along this circular track, and this is center of this circular track, and vehicle is at distance r from the center of circular track, or we can say that this small r is the radius of circular track. Now when this vehicle or a car is moving along horizontal circular track, then the forces exerted on it, okay, the forces acting on this vehicle are: number 1, its weight of vehicle mg, vertically downward. Okay, first force is its weight mg, vertically downwards, and a normal reaction vertically upward. Thus second force is normal reaction and vertically upward or vertically upwards, which balances weight of vehicle. This normal reaction balances weight of vehicle, which balances weight mg. Therefore we can write n equal to mg. And a third force, frictional force, a static frictional force Fs, a static frictional force between the surface of road and tires of vehicle. Okay, static frictional force, suppose Fs, between the surface of a road and tires of a vehicle, tire of vehicle. This static frictional force provides necessary centripetal force force. Okay, it provides necessary centripetal force. Thus we can write frictional force is equal to centripetal force. Centripetal force. Mathematically we can write Fs is equal to mr omega square. Here we are considering only magnitude form, therefore not vector Fs, simply Fs and not with any sign or symbol, plus or negative, without sign. Suppose this is equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and 2, Fs divided by n equal to mr omega square and n equal to mg. Fs divided by n is equal to mr omega square by mg. Here this m gets cancelled and we get r omega square divided by g. Now by multiplying by r and dividing by small r, we get r into r square, omega square divided by r g, and we know that v is equal to r omega. Since v is equal to r omega, we can write r square omega square for this v square divided by r g. Suppose equation number 3. For a particular horizontal track and a particular vehicle, weight of vehicle is constant, means mg is constant, and for particular circular track, radius of circular track is also constant, and as mg is constant, n is also constant. Thus for this formula, n is constant, small r is constant, g is constant. Okay, means only variables are Fs and v square. Okay, from this formula only Fs is directly proportional to v square, means as speed increases, frictional force also increases. Thus for maximum speed, static frictional force Fs, as we considered maximum condition, Fs max is equal to mu s into n, where this mu s is the coefficient of static friction, okay, coefficient of static friction. Now I will transfer this n towards this side, then I get Fs max divided by n is equal to mu s. Suppose this is equation number 4. And now from equation number 3 and equation number 3 and equation number 4, okay, Fs max divided by n is equal to v square rg, and we are considering condition for maximum speed. Therefore v max is equal to mu s. Therefore v max square is equal to mu s, and I will transfer this term towards this side and I get mu s r g, and simply v max is equal to square root of mu s r g. And suppose this is the equation number 5, means equation for maximum speed or velocity of a vehicle which is moving along a horizontal curved circular track. This formula gives the maximum speed of a vehicle when it is moving along horizontal circular track. So thank you, student.